Here's an interesting play that came up recently in a chouette. In fact, on our Saturday Chicago chouette, this came up. Red to play 4-3. Blue is holding the 2 cube. It's a money game. How would you play 4-3? You can pause this recording and take your time and work it out and then come back and see what happened and what we thought about it. Okay, so hopefully you come up with your play. The right idea, by the way, here is anytime you have a checker play, think about what is your game plan? What is your overall goal? What best supports that goal? And I love also adding the key element idea that I learned from Matt Cohn-Geyer in an interview with him a few years ago when I asked him what trait he had that he thought made him such a good player. Was it his high IQ, his math skills, his memory skills, his general gaming skills? He said it was his ability to hone in on the key issue, on the most important issue. Well, the key issue here, the game plan here, obviously, is to prime or stop the blue checker from escaping. He's up in the race, and if he escapes and you don't hit him, you're probably going to lose. You get to see the cube right back in your face. So how do you best keep the blue checker from escaping is the way Matt Cohn-Geyer would look at this, and the best way to keep him from escaping is to hit him. It's that simple. If you don't hit him, he needs a 6. And a 6 whatever is either going to hit or escape, or even if it doesn't hit and doesn't completely escape, then you better be lucky enough to hit it. Now, of course, he doesn't always roll a 6. You can play on the assumption that he isn't going to roll a 6 most of the time. But if you play on that assumption, why not play on the assumption that he's not going to roll a 1 most of the time? And if he does roll a 1, he's got to roll a 1 and a 6, or he's going to crack. The only thing that doesn't crack with a 1 is a double 1. And if he comes in and cracks, then it's not so bad. But again, most of the time he doesn't roll a 1 when you hit, and you're going to cover on the next roll with a 7, 8, 12, double 3, double 4. You have quite a few covering numbers, and then even if you don't cover, he might not roll a 1 the next time. And again, when he rolls the 1, he cracks very often. So it's the right big time to hit. And of course, this play was not the play made over the board, and most of us didn't. Well, some didn't think about it. I have to admit, very honestly, I did consider the play and ruled it out pretty quickly. And I did make the second best play of bringing 2 checkers in on the assumption that if he doesn't roll a 6, I have a better chance to attack him. Also, I didn't want to leave a lot of blots in the outfield. This is another way not to leave too many blots that doesn't give you many attacking rolls, but this kind of a play, or these other kinds of plays that spread them out and leave blots, they get you gammoned a lot. Anytime he rolls 6-2, 6-3, or 6-6, you're gammoned quite more often when you leave lots of blots around there. But hitting makes sense. Now, one of the ways to understand the play better and any play better is to do variations. Obviously, I don't think I would hit if he doesn't crash very often. Now he can come in and hit and have some time to get out. He doesn't have to roll a 1-6. So let's see if I'm right that you don't hit when he has more time on the other side. Fewer crashing numbers. And sure enough, hitting's not on the radar. It's way down here. So keep moving it forward and ask yourself, at what point do you think it changes? Where's the tipping point? Well, it's right about here. And again, I had to experiment with this to know this, but right here, it's right about on the edge of whether you hit or not, and obviously you would hit here. What other factor might cause you not to hit? Well, what if your race was better? What if you had better racing chances? That's an incentive not to hit. It's the fact that you're down so much in the race. Here's a position where it would make sense not to hit, because you don't need to take the chance of getting hit back. You don't need to hit him to win this game, and even if he rolls a 6, you might still be okay. And again, 70% of the time he doesn't roll a 6. So here you would bring in a couple of checkers. And why wouldn't you bring in this way, leave your checker here on the 8? That's another thing. That look at these nuances. Well, one advantage of leaving a checker, let me show you how it looks final. If he rolls a 6-1 or higher now, you're in big trouble. That's any 6. Here, at least if he rolls a 6-1, you're going to get another shot. So you gain a little bit as a result of that. Hope this was an interesting position for you. I think it was a fun and fascinating position for me. And thanks for supporting and watching the USBGF. Bye-bye. Phil Simborg for the USBGF. Bye-bye.